Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
I am a creator, powerful beyond measure. I am gifted with the ability to make something out of nothing. It takes discipline. It takes willpower. It takes the overwhelming desire to succeed. It takes grit and wit and outright tenacity to get it done. In the end, it is beyond worth it. In the end, I will look around and be surrounded by the truly elite. In the end, I will have created something that can never be undone. In the end, they will say I was a leader, a guy who chose to rise and grind. Good morning, rise and grind. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dude, today is amazing. It is Thursday, May 31st. I hope you guys are ready to come over the top. I hope you guys are ready to have an absolutely phenomenal day today, because I've got fire for you today. If you can't tell, I'm already on fire. But I've got some absolute fire for you today. I've got an amazing God story for you today, okay? I've got some practical applications that we're going to use towards our group that you can use towards your life, okay? I've got 1 minute. I've got 1 minute of wisdom from my boy, E.T., Mr. Eric Thomas. And then I'm going to take you back in time before we finish this thing up. I hope you guys are ready. Those of you that popped in late, we just laid an intro like we ain't never laid before. Look, we got the two cellos playing in the back. Oh my goodness. Look, all right, cool. So, before we get into all of that, y'all know what we got to do, right? Y'all know what we got to do. We got to get that chair dance on. So, let's see, should we stick with the Eye of the Tiger? Am I feeling that? Are y'all feeling Eye of the Tiger, or should we switch it up? Because we got options nowadays, man. We're getting high tech here on the Rise and Grind. Y'all let me know what you think. Good morning, Mr. Scott Simons. Hey, guys, this is the part in the show where I'm going to say good morning to you. I need you to say good morning to me. Let's all say good morning to each other. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. What's up? Good morning, Sabina. How are you? Good morning, Faye Giles. How are you doing this morning? Carrie Osborne. Look, hold on. I can't dance to that. Hold on, I could probably dance to this, though. Let's do this. Let's switch it up. Yeah, we'll do that. Good morning, Mr. Tom Sizemore. Good morning, Charlie McHale and David Richardson. That's what I meant. Good morning, Nathaniel Banks, Melvin Rodriguez. You guys, we have an awesome, incredible, phenomenal show today. Good morning, Mr. Michael Kerrigan, the real, the original MC Aragon is in the house this morning. Good morning, Archie and Salem. Good morning, Ben and Michael Jasper. Good morning, Susan Rose. There we go. I'm feeling that. Good morning, Aaron Jones. I am so happy to see you in here. Good morning, Brittany and Charles. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Hit that share button. Hit the share button. We got to get rocking and rolling because we got God stories up in here today. We got energy up in here today. We got all kinds of good stuff. Good morning, Miss Erin Hunt Ferguson, Kelly Taylor, Rusty Holden, Jeffrey Lee Parton, Mike Brockway, Corey Gray, Aaron Tom Sizemore. All right, cool. Check it out. We're going to kill the music. We're going to kill the music. If you hopped in late, I need you to go back, dude. I need you to go back because we just killed the intro. I love it. All right, check it out, man. Awesome God story. My wife tells me this last night, right? I get home. I'm sitting there talking to my wife, and she tells me this incredible, absolutely incredible story. Okay? So she's on Facebook. All right? And I'm going to try not to confuse this. Oh, wait. Look, I was so excited to hop on here today. There we go. I was so excited to hop on here today. I forgot to change the date. So she's on Facebook, right? And she sees a picture of some kids. And she's like, wait a minute. I think I recognize those kids. And it was a family that had just adopted these kids, right? And she's like, I think I recognize those kids. So she goes out and she reaches out to that family and she says, hey, are those kids that you just adopted, those two kids, are their names A and B? And the family's like, yeah, that's them. How do you know? And my wife's like, well, there was a family, okay? There's a family that my wife knew that was fostering some kids. Okay, and their current living situation, when they were fostering these kids, their current living situation changed, and they weren't able to continue to keep the kids in their house, but they were able to take those kids to another family, and that family and the original family, they stayed in touch, right? They stayed in touch. So the kids were still in their lives. The kids just couldn't live in their house. Well, after a period of time, there was a situation, there was a circumstance, there was an incident that happened that had to be reported. And the two families that were kind of working together to help raise these kids ended up having a falling out, right? So they have a falling out, and my wife's friends, they're not able to see these kids anymore. And it was devastating to them. They had the kids of their own, and so it was devastating to everybody. And time went by, and they never thought that they were going to be able to see these kids again, man. They never thought that was going to happen. So my wife's flipping through Facebook. She sees pictures of these kids. She's like, I think those are those kids. She contacts the family that now has the kids, says, are those kids? They say, yes, they are. Then she says, well, hey, I know a family that used to foster those kids and really had a connection with them. And the new family's like, is it so-and-so and so-and-so, and names them off. And my wife's like, yeah, it is. How did you know? And the new family's like, because the kids talk about them all the time, how much they miss them. We were wondering if we could ever figure out who they were. And so my wife connects adopting family with the family that used to foster these kids and brings them back together. And now they're going to literally be raised. These foster kids who had no parents now are going to be raised by 4 parents that absolutely love them. And when my wife told me this story, I just thought, how incredible is God? How amazing is God that he can choreograph things in such a way that we can use something as simple as a picture on Facebook and put it in front of the right person at the right time who happens to know the right people and is able to make a connection. The new family even commented to my wife that they were hoping, they were praying that somehow they would be able to find these people that the kids were always talking about. Man, it put goosebumps on my arms when my wife told me this story. And there's God stories like that are happening all the time. There's God stories like that happening in your life right now. You might not feel it. You might not understand it. But he is choreographing an amazing story for you. He's choreographing an amazing story for me. He's using tools like Facebook to connect us all right now. He's using the rise and grind. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. So speaking of the group, let's talk about that a little bit, okay? Let's talk about how we're going to mastermind your comeback story, okay? You see, God gave us all this ability to create. And if you missed it in the very beginning, maybe I'll read it one more time because everybody wasn't in here in the very beginning. But I wrote this morning as I thought about you. I wrote, I am a creator, powerful beyond measure. I am gifted with the ability to make something out of nothing. It takes discipline. It takes willpower. It takes the overwhelming desire to succeed. It takes grit and wit and outright tenacity to get it done. In the end, it is beyond worth it. In the end, I will look around and be surrounded by the truly elite. In the end, I will have created something that can never be undone. In the end, they will say I was a leader, a guy who chose to rise and grind. That's us, right? That's us in this group. And I need you, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that share button because I want to make sure everybody's up in here this morning because this stuff is straight fire. So if you haven't done it yet, hit the share button. But check it out. So we've been posting in the group. We've been talking in the group about how we're going to challenge ourselves in the month of June. We're going to take 30 days and we're going to basically hold each other accountable as a group, right? We're going to lift each other up as a group. We're going to pick one specific thing that we want to change. Now, sometimes when you want to change one thing, there's a lot of things that kind of fall under that umbrella, right? That we have to change, but we want to change one specific thing. I went through yesterday and I added some moderators to the group. What that means is I gave some people in the group some additional power so that they could help moderate, so they could help me see you, okay? Because as the group grows, it's super, super tough. So I've got moderators in the group that are going to help monitor everything. And here's what I want you guys to do, okay? The month of June, whatever that goal is, whatever that thing is that you decided you're going to attack, which I do need you to narrow it down to one thing, okay? For example, for me, my one thing in the month of June, here's my promise, my commitment to you and to commitment to myself. I must become a better leader. Okay, I must become a better leader in the month of June. Now, please understand, I know that I'm a decent leader, okay? I know that I'm a decent leader. I know that I'm leading the hashtag Rise and Grind group. I'm leading people over at Dane Cummins. But see, in order for me to reach that next level that I feel like God is pushing me towards, I have to become a better leader still. Now, what that means for me under my umbrella, in order for me to become a better leader, I have to work out a little bit harder. I got to diet a little bit better because my diet is terrible, dude. I'm telling you guys, I am awful at what I eat. I just happen to have an incredible metabolism, but that's not okay. I got to be operating at peak performance if I am going to lead the Rise and Grind group. I have to be operating at peak performance if I'm going to lead Dan Cummins to the next level, right? So I've got to do those things. So I've got to work out harder. I've got to get a better diet. I have to have better time management, and I have to be a better student over the next 30 days. I typically study, I'll watch like an audio book or things like that every once in a while. But for the next 30 days, I'm going to really attack it hard. I'm going to attack leadership books. I'm going to make sure that I'm reading and listening to nothing but leadership stuff over the next 30 days. And I need you guys to hold me accountable. Now, the only way you guys can hold me accountable is I've got to post every single day something about me reaching towards my goals, right? You guys need to see me in the gym. You need to see me studying, right? You need to see me doing those things. You need to see me eating a little bit better. Right? And you need to see me managing my time better. You guys need to see those things. So I'll make sure to post pictures along the way. I'll make sure to post comments and stuff along the way of my journey over the next 30 days to becoming a better leader. And my goal is on the backside of this 30 days to become unrecognizable. I want you guys to be like, dude, that guy 30 days ago sucked compared to the guy we've got now. Like that's what I want. That's my goal, and I need you guys to do the same thing. So we've got some people in the group that are really interested in taking care of their body, right? Like health is obviously a main concern for a lot of people in the group. Career and success, trying to grow in those areas is a big thing for a lot of people in the group. And then, of course, there's people that want to become like better students. There's people that want to have better relationships. So what I need you all to do, starting tomorrow, post in the group. I need you to post these things, these goals, these things that you're going to attack over the next 30 days. And let's kind of come together in little subgroups. Does that make sense? So if you're on the physical train, you're taking care of the body and you're going to lose some weight. Like Danelle said she's going to lose 30 pounds. Pow! She put it out there. 1 pound a day. Sharon Crandall said she's going to lose 25 pounds. Pow! She put it out there, right? She made it specific. This is the one thing I need to do. I need to lose 25 pounds. Now, there's a lot of things that fall under that. There's diet, there's exercise, there's whatever, right? Okay, are you guys with me? There's lots of things that fall under those umbrellas, but you got to nail the one and put it out there into the universe, man. Make it real. Commit to it, and then we're all going to hold each other accountable. So if you're in the health area, hold other people accountable, which means you have to comment on their posts. You have to like them. You have to encourage them. You have to lift them up, and you also have to kick them in the butt every once in a while, like I'm going to do Jeffrey Lee Parton if he doesn't track down and be the absolute best salesman in his store this month. I'm going to be up Jeffrey Lee Parton's ASS this month because he told me he wants to be the best. And in order to be the best, every once in a while, you got to have somebody coming behind you, kicking you in the butt. All right? So that's what we're going to do in the group going forward. I need all of you guys' help. Now, let's listen to my man, Eric Thomas, real quick, as he's going to come join us on hashtag Rise and Grind.
If you only have 24 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. You got to hear me. People talk about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. And the difference between Oprah and the person that's broke is Oprah uses her 24 hours wisely. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. You get 24. I don't care if you broke, you grew up broke. I don't care if you grew up rich. I don't care if you're in college, you're not in college. You only get 24 hours. And I blew up literally. I went from being a high school dropout to selling 6,000 books in less than 6 months. What happened? My 24 hours. I was like, okay, Eric, you got to get a grip on your 24 hours because you're about to be broke for the rest of your life. And that's all I need you to do for me. I can tell you all about your life if you just write down your 24-hour schedule for me and you let me look at it. I can tell you where you're going to be in 5 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. I can tell you where you're going to be in 20 years if you keep that schedule.
24 hours, peeps. 24 hours. What are you doing with your 24 hours? Well, I know what a lot of you guys are doing. You're hashtag rising and grinding. You're getting up early. You're attacking the day. I know Bambi's seen more sunrises in the last 30 days than she's seen in the last, 20 years. I know that. I know that we're getting up together in this community. I know that one day this show did not exist, and 24 hours later this show did exist. I know that it's pulled together a community of 27,000 people. I know that lives are being changed daily because of your post, because of your impact, because you keep posting videos and positivity, and you're filling people's feeds, which is then in turn filling their minds with positivity. We are introducing people to God, what God really looks like, folks, which God is joy, God is love, God is creativity, God is unique designs, comeback stories. That's what God is. That's what he is. No matter what else anybody else tries to make him. A lot of people try to make God vengeful and hateful and this guy that's just here to make all these rules and stuff, and that's not the truth. This is what God looks like, man. God is community. God is encouragement. God is extracting the greatness out of all of us every single day. So how are we using our 24 hours? What are you going to use your 24 hours for the next 30 days? Decide what that is. And let this community, as a community together, let's lift each other up and make each other unrecognizable. I want everyone in this group 30 days from now to be unrecognizable. And I mean that in the greatest way possible. You're great today. You're phenomenal today. I absolutely love and adore the person you are. You're this unique, amazing, elite human being, right? That's choosing to rise and grind. So I absolutely love who you are today, but the goal is to be unrecognizable. 30 days from now, I want you to look back and be like, bro, I don't even recognize that guy. So I'm going to give you an example. I've got a throwback. Check this out. This is something I wrote. This is my idea of motivating and encouraging and lifting people, and something that I wrote 3 years ago, okay? Actually, it was probably 4 years ago that I wrote this, and compared to what we do now, it's not very high-tech, but I'm going to share it with you guys anyway. What the heck? We're at 18 minutes in, so let's roll.
Man, understand? The day begins, alarm clock sounds, my wife, of course, she's sleeping sound. I stretch my arms, my eyes they squint, then comes the message, from God it's sent. It's time that I rise, so tall that I stand. It's time for me to be a man. The hours you see, there are so few, each moment is precious and a debt, it is due. I owe my life to my Father above. He expects me to shower this whole world with love. I am a man. Understand? As a man, I have duties. This can't be ignored. My children need playtime, a sin if they're bored. My wife, she needs kindness, and her hand must be held. She needs laughter and kisses, and her praises be yelled. I am a man. Understand? My co-workers need structure, a leader who's bold. They would rather be taught than to follow by scold. My dreams, they need action or they'll never come true. And with God on my team, nothing exists I can't do. I am a man, understand? I like cartoons and Xbox and movies and cars. I like Snickers and pork chops and pictures of Mars. When football is on, my attention won't wander, and I can't even recall last clothes I did launder. I'm a man, understand? But with all that being said, one thing remains true. I'd be nowhere in this life if I lived without you. God, you are my Savior with forgiveness and grace. You've transformed my life, there's no doubt that's the case. I stand before you today as the man you created, and I pledge in the end, Lord, you will be elated. I will love, I will prosper, I will lead as I follow. My children will laugh and my heart never hollow. My wife will be treated like a queen, that's a fact, and I will lead my co-workers with compassion and tact. My dreams will be chased with relentless desire, the whole time with purpose and intent to inspire. I am a man, understand? So now the sun's done, it sits in the west. I lay my head down, it's time I now rest. But before it's all over, to God I must say, thank you for creating the man I am today.
So that's a throwback, man. That was me 3 years ago. That was me 3 years ago. I wrote that, and I sat down and I had to figure out the audio and how I was going to get like music in the background. So I had music like playing really loud, but over in the corner. And then I was like up recording and like on my PC with no microphone, you know. And though the message, I still love that message, man. I love that message that's in that poem. I think it's powerful. But the point is, that guy, unrecognizable, man. Unrecognizable. Before, that's what my media streams looked like. Now I've got my studio / closet. I got my mic, right? And we've got this group. And that's what I'm trying to get across to you guys today, man. Like Eric Thomas said, 24 hours. 24 hours. And if we take these 24 hours and do everything we can, if we dial in with laser focus towards these goals that we've all put out there, I want Jason and I want Mike and I want Josh, I want all of you guys to dial in. Zach Doyle, I need you to dial in. Sean Hayes, I want you guys to dial in, okay? I want you to dial in on what it is, that one thing that we need to change, that one thing that if we can change this one thing, it'll change everything. I want you to dial in on that, and let's use our 24 hours wisely in June. Let's lift each other up. Let's encourage each other. Let's be the hands and feet of God, man. Let's do what God does. Let's love. Let's lift. And let's make June the most spectacular June like ever in history. I expect it to be epic. Check it out. Now, before that happens, you still got May 31st. So I need you to figure it out today. What is the one thing you're going to change? And post it in the group and let everybody know, man, because we are behind you. By the end of the month, that's the theme. Everybody use the hashtag unrecognizable. Whenever you post something that's towards your goal or one of the things that you're working on about your goal, whatever, I want you to post the hashtag unrecognizable because 30 days from now, I want you to be unrecognizable. Absolutely unrecognizable to the person that you are today. I want you to level up. No matter what level you're at, it's time to level up. Hey, if you need more videos, I need you to go to GlennLundy.com. There's over 100 videos up there, man. Go check it out. If you haven't got your tickets to the hashtag Rise and Grind event yet, August 12th, Paris, Kentucky. You need to check it out. Go to GlennLundy.com. You can get your tickets there. It's going to be amazing. Danelle Delgado speaking. Sean Hayes speaking. Right? It's going to be over the top. Josh Cummins, who you guys have seen me interview on here, speaking. I'll be up there. You'll get to meet and greet people. It's going to be awesome. Get your tickets to hashtag Rise and Grind 2018 summer event. Also, my wife has a fire sale on some tank tops. Some Rise and Grind tank tops. You can go to the website, GlennLundy.com. You can get them there. My wife's got a fire sale. I think they're like $15. $15 for Rise and Grind tank tops over there at GlennLundy.com, so go check that out. All right, cool. That's all that stuff that you have to do, right? That's the stuff that you have to do when you run a show. But here's what I want to do. I want to tell you that you are truly an amazing human being. Seriously, guys, each and every one of you, truly amazing, uniquely made by the creator of the universe, man, God himself, uniquely made you to be the absolute best version of you that you can possibly be. You guys are placing all these posts. You're putting all this positivity into people's feeds. And I'm telling you, it is making an impact on this planet. It's making an impact on you, on your family members, on your friends, on everyone around you. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely love you. So have an amazing day today. Make sure you hit that share button if you haven't done so already, because somebody next to you needs to hear that they are loved as well. Have an amazing day today. Have a phenomenal day today. Have a fantastic, over-the-top, absolutely incredible day today. And I'll see you tomorrow morning with Lisa Copeland as we hashtag rise and grind.